And now with the insurmountable quantity of items that have to be moved and containers and items that are in warehousing, it's become so bogged down.
And for decades, getting your packages from ship to shelf has been pretty sufficient. Manufacturing to loading, offloading, and trucked across the United States.
Well, now there's a holdup there, and you are footing the bill. Tonight, Fox 46 Chief Business Correspondent Taylor Young breaks down what is behind the backups and how much more you will be spending this upcoming holiday season.
The entire shipping industry, while out of sight and out of mind for millions of Americans, keeps America going. But one hiccup could lead to delays in shipping and increases at the cash register.
It's one of the most expensive holiday shopping seasons in history.
We actually started about 3 weeks ago.
The average American consumer is expected to spend a whopping $886 on gifts, the highest splurge in 2 decades.
We're in a position to attack inflation from the position of strength, not weakness.
But that doesn't necessarily mean people are buying more this year.
Oh, everybody definitely got cut in half. You know, definitely we're not spending nearly as much, and I'm being a little bit more strategic with what I'm purchasing.
Instead, items lining shelves and plastered on websites come with a higher price tag.
Well, all of a sudden, you've got all this money chasing too few goods.
The perfect recipe for inflation to soar, and nearly every product shipped into the U.S. is being impacted.
Absolutely. Everything is way more expensive. Everything.
Those willing to take on the extra costs are now facing another challenge: delays.
It is a very real issue, and it's an extremely complex issue.
Cordell Intermodal Vice President Robert Kaiser says their role in the shipping industry begins at the port, picking up containers filled with thousands of pounds of merchandise and distributing them to warehouses, a process he says was once seamless.
What we're realizing, one of the biggest disruptors to our business and to our customers' business as well, has been vessel delays.
The thousands of vessels that enter this port here in Savannah used to wait 2 to 4 days to unload their cargo. Now they're waiting 7 days and sometimes even longer.
And is it frustrating to be able to look out your window and potentially see these vessels knowing that the product is there?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. The biggest thing that we can do is we engage with the customer and find alternative solutions.
A delay that begins the minute products hit American soil. But it doesn't stop there. A shortage of truck drivers and warehouse workers is pushing delivery dates back further and further.
You know, right now it's kind of, they have my money kind of like at a standstill.
Ahead of his move to Charlotte 6 months ago, Jonathan Castro purchased furniture online to fill his empty apartment.
Absolutely love this bedroom set. And they gave me a time frame about 2 months, which is acceptable. I don't mind waiting that long because it was definitely something I had to have.
But each time he inched closer to his delivery date, a notification: your shipment has been delayed.
They kept on pushing back and pushing back. And right now I'm going on 6 months of waiting. And now they're saying that it's going to be delivered on beginning of 2022.
They're out in the middle of no man's land and you know, sitting on boats.
Shoppers everywhere left in limbo at a time when holiday cheer is needed the most.
The big question here is how long are the delays at the port going to last?
And how will this impact the future of the shipping industry? Up next on Broken Links, what the government is trying to do to help.
Very enlightening stories on what's happening with the supply chain issues right now. And Hawker and Taylor are back tomorrow night at 10 to answer those questions in our final Broken Links special report.